Heaven's California.
Hello webheads, my name is Mark Parker. Welcome back to another video today. So, this is the third time I'm recording with a black background, alright? So, today we're talking about the N64. The N64 is one of my favorite game systems only because it's like unlike any game system you've ever played on before. The SNES or the NES or the Atari or any game system that does not involve 3D graphics. The graphics weren't good. I mean, everyone had cuffed little hands in the N64. But, I mean, you know, it was in the year 1997 to 2000, so that's kind of all we had to kind of deal with. But moving on. So, the N64 is one of my favorite game systems because all the games are, you can like actually turn your character 360. You ain't gotta have a side scroller, or I can do is just run straight or run backs or jump or crouch. Like, you can actually turn your character 360 if you wanted to, which I found pretty cool. I'm much wondering how I got these N64 games. Let me pull up my phone real quick. I have this emulator you can get on the Play Store. It's free. You can get games for free. Look at all these games. Look at all these games. I got Toy Story 2. I get bored. Alright, so yeah, don't mind that. The N64 has a really unusual controller. It has 3 legs instead of 2, unlike any other game controller you've ever seen before. And you have to like hold it from the bottom. You can't hold it from the side like this. You have to hold it from the bottom. I actually like that dynamic, actually, but then again, it's still pretty confusing. Yeah, I like the N64. The N64. I remember one of the first games I played on the N64. It was Super Mario. Super Mario 64 was like, it like blew your freaking mind because you're playing Mario Brothers in its 360 edition. It's not a side scroller anymore, peeps. It's a freaking 360 game. You can dash, you can punch, for Christ's sake. During the regular Mario games, all you would regularly do is just hop on people. What kind of fun is that? Tell me. Please. I want to know. I really want to know. And if you guys haven't played on the N64 emulator, or played on the regular N64, they only cost like $54 on eBay, by the way, you're missing out. Like, seriously, because it was made in like 2000. The graphics are sucky, but I mean, that's all you had back in the year 1997 to 2000. I would play NBA Live. I would have like 28 straight wins without any losses. I would play Spider-Man and unlock all the costumes and swing around. I would play Mortal Kombat, use Goro, and just mash the crap out of people. I would also play a bunch of WrestleMania, even though you can't even move your character. Like, every time you try to move your character, like, I think I may need a different emulator to use them because it's just, it's hard. Like, because I think you have to use, like, the D-pad in order to move him, but I don't have that on my emulator. But it's whatever. What else? What else can we talk about the emulator and about the game system itself? Right. It was made by Nintendo. Nintendo's games are usually old and like side-scrollish, but here's the thing about this Nintendo emulator. Yeah, it does not require any like side scrollers. It's just some of the games are side scrollers, but most games are just woo. You probably can't see my fingers, but woo, woo, woo. That's yeah. So webheads, this is all I have to talk about the N64 emulator, by the way, and this is not a sponsored video, but Go download it. And then also get your games from loveroms.com because they will grant you any cool game you want. And here's also a little tip for the emulator. Don't download multiple games at once because if you want your so let's say you want your cover art up here. Don't download multiple games at once. Like if you try to download multiple games at once, all this cover art will be missing. It wouldn't be as fun as playing anymore because all the cover art will be missing. So, yeah. Webheads. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button. Now, Swebheads in the next video. Flip Aruza.